Welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigeria's leading initiative in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute awesome package that comprises brand news, brand in focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth analysis aimed at promoting the brand idea. I am Oluwabukola Omani. Stay tuned.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
We begin Marketing Edge on TV with brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of marketing and advertising in Nigeria and around the world. Now on brand news. It was glitz and glamour as the OMIS held its Technical Summit and Maritime Offshore Award to acknowledge and commend hard work, commitment, excellence and potential within the sector. The event, which held at the Oriental Hotel Victoria Island, Lagos, brought several stakeholders in the maritime industry together. Kicking off with a summit themed Safety and Security in Maritime, the event featured several notable industry thought leaders as speakers, including regulators in the maritime sector. The cerebral professionals highlighted some of the prevailing challenges mitigating against the growth of the sector, while also preferring solutions that will reposition the industry for sustainable growth. The ceremony was graced with the distinguished presence of Senator Wasiu Eshinlo-Konsani, Senate Committee Chairman on Maritime Transport, as the special guest of honor.
The government of the day had positioned the maritime and the marine economy with a view to getting the maximum benefit and then to push the industry forward.
This is one area of our economy that is grossly undertapped, and the ministry will definitely have the opportunity and also the support and budgetary provision to explore the deep view.
Several individuals, agencies and regulators were recognized with various categories, including posthumous awards.
We believe that when you identify these excellent services or excellent individuals who have contributed to the growth and the development of the maritime industry, you celebrate them. It's a motivation to them to do more, for others to admire, to aspire to be like them, and probably to be better than them.
One of the leading media and advertising schools in Nigeria, Alphabet Media Academy, has graduated about 38 students at its inaugural graduation ceremony in Lagos. The event, which held at Ikeja, Lagos, was themed the 21st Century Media Advertising Trajectories. The need for data and its analysis had the presence of several stakeholders in the marketing and communications landscape.
I just saw that there's a lot of knowledge gap, but when I now decided to say, okay, why don't we create an avenue where people from different places can come and learn more? You know, these days people just jump, okay, I've done 1 year, just jump to, but you have to have the requisite background to be able to defend your position wherever you are. And so we've been able to create that, and thank God people are coming, and it's for the industry, both the client side and the agency side.
One of the things that the first promises is the exchange program, and the exchange program we've been looking for partner in South Africa and India. We wanted places where it's accessible, where it's easy for them to travel, considering that some of them might be first-time travelers. And so we're looking for partnership in also markets that are similar to the Nigerian environment. And so India was one country that we'd always look forward to. So we're very happy that we're able to meet up with this obligation.
The graduating students were issued postgraduate certificates in media management and postgraduate diploma in media management. The Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, has announced a new numbering format for fixed lines. The Commission said Nigeria's fixed lines numbering format has changed from 8 digits to 10 digits by just adding the 02 prefix to the existing fixed number. According to a statement by NCC, it clarifies that existing numbers will continue to operate concurrently till the cutoff date of December 31, 2023. Hence, from January 1, 2024, the new numbering format beginning with 02 prefix will be operational. The federal government of Nigeria, through the Ministry of Communications, Innovations and Digital Economy, has disclosed plans to create an appropriate regulatory environment and improve digital infrastructure that would enable fintechs to access funds, especially from angel investors. Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, while speaking at a tech event themed Invest in Africa's Future, Let's Talk About Exits, a joint initiative by the Ministry, NGX and Future Africa, said this is an effort to attract fintechs to the stock market to leverage their fundraising capability to boost liquidity. He added that the current administration is poised to prioritizing innovation and encouraging entrepreneurs as Nigeria is opened for investments. Statista, a global data and business intelligence platform, has predicted that the global coffee market size is estimated to hit $112.8 billion by 2030 at a 5.12% compound annual growth rate. According to the report, the revenue in the coffee market amounts to $88.3 billion in 2023. The market is expected to grow annually by 4.61% in 2023 to 2028. In global comparison, most revenue is generated in the United States. In relation to total population figures, per person revenues of $11.50 are generated in 2030, while volume is expected to amount to 6.8 billion kilograms by 2028. The coffee market is expected to show a volume growth of 2.4% in 2024. Up next is Branding Focus, right after this break.
Take it from me, the mind-blowing way to do things is the Glow LTE advanced way. When you stream, it's like you're in the drama itself. When you make calls, you reach where others can't. Coffee! Doing business is like running Wall Street from your street. And when you play,
I did beat the guy. We'll see about that.
It's like traveling the world without moving an inch.
Is that Toby in your room?
You can download in the blink of an eye in 4K.
Go.
And when you go for your dreams, it's like running with the strength of 3 nations behind you.
Glow LTE Advanced, the power of 3 data networks in one. Get a Glow SIM or dial *301#.
Mom, where's my yogurt? Thank you.
Oh, really?
My yogurt!
Oh, no. Don't worry.
Drink it, feel it, taste
What?
it.
Oh, my yogurt.
Building you up strong. Nutri-Yo, rich in protein.
Where's my yogurt? But what happened in 1925 will happen right now.
Goodness are in
Nutri-Yo,
sweetened yogurt drink is all you need.
Nutri-Yo, not just a drink,
but the correct yogurt drink.
Yogurt drink for you and me.
Nutri-Yo, get all the yogurt excitement from the new Nutri-Yo drinking yogurt. Light up your day with tasty, refreshing, and nutritious drinking yogurt. Nutri-Yo, my yogurt.
A quality product of Seaway.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Branding Focus. The marketing landscape has undergone remarkable transformations over the past decade, but the need to connect and engage with consumers still remains a key priority to generate sales and drive customer loyalty. In recent times, customers' expectations from brands have rapidly evolved, especially with the rapid digital transformation. Today's consumer wants to optimize its purchase journeys from end to end to enjoy lifetime value. This includes in pricing, packaging, value creation, affordability, and availability of the products. With this in mind, packaging has become a multifaceted tool in branding and marketing strategies for many brands in helping to enhance consumer experience and also deepen connection as a storytelling medium. Globally, brands are investing heavily in packaging to ensure that it can seamlessly align with their values, missions, and brand story to create memorable customer experiences as well as contribute to environmental sustainability. This is with the foresight aspirations that go beyond wrapping a product but telling a story, creating recognition, and enhancing the overall customer journey. It is a function of both physical distributions as well as advertising. Hence, it is essential to use the latest techniques and materials for packaging. According to a report from Mother Intelligence, it's projected that Nigeria's packaging market size is growing rapidly with viability for more market penetration and expansion. It posted its previous growth at the value of $0.86 billion in 2023, with an expectation to grow at $1 billion by 2028, at a cumulative annual growth rate of 2.96%, which will last throughout the forecast period of 2023 to 2028. However, statistics from the German Machinery Association has revealed that in March 2022, Nigeria invested €390 million in food and packaging technologies, surpassing South Africa, Algeria, and Morocco to become the continent's second largest investor in the field behind Egypt. It said Nigeria also overtook South Africa as the continent's top importer of plastics technology, adding that packaging market in the nation is anticipated to increase positively, fueled by several factors. Today, successful brands understand that most profound marketing elements, such as packaging, should not be underestimated in branding and marketing strategies, as it helps to hold and reflect brand's promise. Welcome back. Now we'll move to industry conversation, where we have discussions with industry thought leaders who have distinguished themselves in the business of brand management and in the management of brand business. My guest today is an advertising legend. Join me just after the break.
Where is Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Glow! Where Glow now?
I didn't hear.
Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer Abi.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow berekete 10x. Now he might they take tension my customers. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Or even summer me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 they give all of us, so you they enjoy up to
15,000 naira credit and data. And I say I never finish you. See, when I say if you enjoy, if you not join Glow berekete 10x, when I go get 1,000 naira welcome credits. Finish.
Glow, you don't win. Una see they here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow. Please save now Glow with they fine. Now Glow with they go. Okay, so
enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow berekete 10x. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
Every day brings memories that shows us the whole story. I believe and I dare to dream. Where special love sends laughter in the air. Nutri-Milk, I'm a drink away from making memories. Nutri-Milk, all the things in just one drink. Nutri-Milk, everybody say share Nutri-Milk, share love. Share Nutri-Milk, share love.
Share Nutri-Milk. Share love.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
My guest today is an icon of the industry, one who was recently presented with the Advertising Legend Award. I'm talking about none other than Udeme Ufat. So let us talk about consumers who are, the recipient of all of our artwork. Now, what do you think is the power of storytelling with connecting with a new age consumer?
The new age consumer, like every other consumer, needs to be understood. The starting point for any communication you need to build is to understand the consumer deeply. And so it starts from any other project, from some level of in-depth, immersion in the environment of that consumer. So you can understand how the consumer thinks, how he eats. And I mean, we have a saying that if you want to understand how the lion hunts, you don't go to the zoo, you go to the jungle. So you must seek to understand your consumer, beyond just the surface. And so even with the younger consumers, they are a bit more complicated. They're a little less engaging when it comes to our old ways of engaging. They are more digital. And so when you find a situation where these are not people you can actually locate, because they are being located more, in virtual space.
Yes.
It can be tougher, but it can also be easier for those who are very, very conversant or friendly with stuff that are virtual. So you must get to understand them. You must speak their language. And one thing that is most powerful for them that helps us is the pop culture. Music drives everything. And so if you can understand the things that trigger them, things that make them respond, then you can speak their language. And talking about speaking their language, these guys do have their own idioms that sometimes when we, the older generation, speak, it make them laugh. But the most important thing is that you need to get to understand them. But beyond trying to understand them, something I said to an expatriate colleague of mine many years ago, you cannot pretend to be what you are not. It's very odd that agencies that are creating brand communications for brands whose target audiences are between the ages of 18, sometimes even as low as 14. So you have a core target of, say, 18 to 24 for the brand you are trying to communicate. And who are the guys creating this work hands-on? They're probably in their 40s. These guys just cannot effortlessly plug into the culture, the attitudes, the mindsets of the guys they want to communicate with. And so therefore, agencies must deliberately blend the experience of the older teams with the street savvy, street cred of the younger guys. Because you cannot do better than when you're actually speaking to your friend, to yourself in a way. Because the audience must connect with the guys that produce
very apt, very apt. Now, so let's talk about culture. How important or instrumental do you think culture is to the successful journey of a brand?
I would say that once you get your strategy right, about what you want to say, the content of your communication will be driven by culture. Culture is everything. I mean, there's no point trying to communicate to some audience with words or imagery that are alien to them. And if I'm even digressive, that's why I actually support the ACON policy, that more of our work should be done locally, using local talents, local, writers, because the guys who don't understand the Nigerian culture, don't even, yes, young culture is more universal, but there are still tweaks, that about the things Nigerian. And isn't it interesting that when you look at our pop culture, the world is actually coming to us. And see, if we get it right, our advertising should actually be following the path. I'm not even not say following. Our advertising should actually provide leadership to our pop music, our movie industry. But we seem to be lagging behind. These Nollywood guys are selling themselves across Africa and the Caribbean. I had a driver in Orlando who was busy watching Aki and Popo each time he dropped me somewhere. I came back to the car. When he said, hey, these guys are starting 80. Everybody loves them. You know, or I hear about a Nigerian movie star who arrives in Malawi and the entire country comes to a standstill. Do these guys create the same emotions in Nigeria? Not exactly. These guys are more powerful out of our shores, or Nigerian music stars. So the point here is this. I mean, in the recent past, almost all the music concerts by our pop stars have been sellouts, whether in London, whether in New York. But how is advertising industry aligning with this? I think we could do better, because these young chaps are the ones leading our culture, and they're taking Nigerian culture to the world. You see, white people these days want to speak like Nigerians. You see South Africans miming Nigerian accents, and so we hear it on Nollywood, we follow it. So I believe that advertising industry should take a cue from that. We should, as we communicate, also be selling ourselves, selling our culture, selling our country. And no one can do it better than we would do it, than we're doing it ourselves and taking it to the world.
Okay, very, very awesome. Okay, so talking about this development and changes, you know, adapting. Now, we noticed that SONU is making a lot of structural changes to its workforce, you know, to strengthen it. Now, what does this portend for your agency?
I'll tell you bluntly, it portends that an agency of 33 years is planning for another 33 years. It's about being far-sighted. You know, if you do not create a culture where you can continuously self-regenerate, you will die. So our agency is evolving, and we are very actively and aggressively bringing on board a new generation of practitioners. And as I said earlier on, who can connect better with the consumers they have to communicate with, and who can also connect even better with their partners on the marketing side. If you look at the industry today, what is the age of the average marketing manager that believes that its future will reside in putting account managers who are in their 50s to partner with colleagues on the brand side, or in the creative departments, people in their 40s and 50s who are creating communication for an audience of teenagers? There'll be a struggle. So what our agency has pulled back to do in the last, in the last 1 year especially, is to see how we can restructure our organization and put in place people who are going to be the future of our agency and who will lead the organization in tandem with our clients, because our clients are themselves evolving. You're having new leadership, younger leadership on the clients' businesses. And agencies must do the same. If agency leaderships hold on too tight to the organizations, it's like holding an egg. Hold it too tight, you're going to break it. Too loose, it will fall and break. So there has to be that measure of control to show that you lead the agency to its true future. And the future is for the young people. And they're better equipped for acting the new age of advertising. Everything has gone digital. These guys grew up on computer games, grew up on things digital. We grew up differently. And we cannot force ourselves to be what we are not.
So talking about your 33-year-old baby, SONU, tell us, what is the unique selling point of SONU?
So as I said earlier on, when you look at where we're coming from, where we always thought that we begin with the end in mind. In terms of the work we do for our clients, it's also about being very focused about what the objective is. As I said earlier on in the course of this conversation, creativity is for a purpose: to sell brands, sell ideas, and transform the fortunes of businesses. So our creativity is creativity that works. It's not about self-indulgence. It's not about saying to ourselves, wow, that was a great ad. Yes, it was a great ad, but what has it done for the brand? So in our history, we have brands that we have built. Is it Guarantee Trust Bank? Is it Fidelity? Is it Access Bank? Is it Guinness? Is it Malta Guinness? These are brands we worked on. When we took on MTN, for instance, for 5 years, we took that brand from when it was not so loved to becoming the most loved telco in Nigeria. So it's about creativity that works. So we begin with the end in mind. What exactly does the brief want? The brief has not said to us, go and win awards. It's a part of the business. But the brief wants us to deliver life transforming ideas for the brands that we're supposed to handle. And we do that beautifully.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And so you've heard it, begin with the end in mind. We have been speaking with advertising legend Udeme Ufot, MFR. Join us same time next week for another informative episode of Marketing Edge on TV. I'm Oluwabukola Omoni. Bye for now.